And let me flip y'all this way uh, while I tell y'all this, right? Uh, my neighbor's up right now, y'all. I'm actually out the car because I want them to hear me right now. They can understand they are involving themselves in corrupt shit that's going to get all of them a RICO charge, right? Because I ain't worried about them as much as they worried about me because they own folks is watching them. That's why I sleep comfortably in that bitch. Not worried about them coming in that bitch. I want them to. So this video is for awareness, y'all. Allegedly, right? So YouTube won't knock the live off, right? So I'm in the house, right? I could feel my chest beating hard while I'm laying there just trying to like my leg even tighten up. My dog like uneasy. Then the baby starts to cry out of nowhere. I'm noticing these patterns, y'all. Now, some of y'all was on my live. I told y'all FedEx and Amazon gave me these little my neighbors. Let's just put it like this because I'm gonna bring y'all the clip. I actually recorded it when they sent it to me, and as I gave it back, so they won't say I stole their stuff, right? So, and look, it's dogs all out here, cats going crazy because they got this MK Ultra software, this technology that they use, and it makes I think get to a point right now because this is gonna expose so many situations that's happening because you got agents living next to you. Now, this house right here, right, supposed to be empty. You see the light is on now. I'm purposely showing you this for a reason. This was the Mexican's house that used to flat my tire before. They moved him out of here because he gave too much dirt. And I explained to y'all that bed was full of blood. And they had an agent back here one day, right? So they put him out because they in this house. Is this house the one on the very left of me? And I believe this other guy on the other side is watching all of them. Really can't really pan him out too much. But let me tell y'all, all of these people are involved. The people right behind me bought this house and they come in my yard. See, these people don't know that I got cameras out here. They, the neighbor over here come to my house. They come literally in this backyard, y'all, to this park across the street. I'm showing this for a reason. They have people sitting inside of the little playground, y'all. And as far as back, it's a bench back there. To come fuck with my car, they watch to see when I leave. Now, right now, while I'm standing out here right now, my chest don't hurt no more. My leg cramp. The baby is not. I need to get close to the house so I can let y'all hear that the baby's not crying. My dog is not barking no more. I had to get loud, literally come out here and tell them that these people are looking at RICO charges. They see how the activity be in my house, how the police put a show. They know that everything I'm saying, whether they laugh and say that shit in a joking way, that bitch crazy, they know what the fuck I'm talking about is facts. And this is why most of these people are fucking scared. But the ones that keep going with the bribe, they scared of these people intimidating them. Because I watch how the police pull up to their house. I watch how they pull them over. I watch how the intimidation tactics even on them. So I'm asking, why do y'all guys want to join an alliance that threatens you to do what they want you to do? To go against your morals, to go against your integrity. Me using the example, I don't bother no fucking body. These people literally turned that shit on to get me to snap because I'm too peaceful. You hear me? Y'all, this to y'all who they do this to, they do it to you because they don't like your glow. They don't understand how you're so different from them in their chaotic lives. They have to involve themselves in drama. They have to just to feel special about themselves. They gotta involve themselves in a group. Like the ones they go to these rituals, y'all. They got it's this the only way they feel important. It's the only way they feel powerful because I'm sitting back like, damn, I don't even like to go outside. These folks follow me. These folks follow me. They got the neighbors doing the shit. When I pull in and pull out, they pulling in and pulling out at the exact same time. Like I just asked them, how do y'all how do y'all worry about somebody so much like that? There's no way possible. I don't care how much a person could pay me. I could never pay a person that much attention unless I'm trying to follow them to figure out how I could help them with something. Oh God, he's lost. But how could you? It's like it's a void in them somehow that makes them happy to see a person struggle behind the things they are contributing to. I come up with this like this. The only way these people able to pull this off like this is they gotta be hurt inside. They pick the most bottom of the barrel people that have nothing to love or lose. You see how I said that? You know, most of the people say to people who have nothing to lose, these people have nothing to love, not even about themselves. And they go against each other. I'm watching it. I'm watching it. I'm watching it. They call the police on each other. They set each other up for these foreigners. And I don't understand how these BLK smooth guys and even some of these Spanish and Mexican guys go along with this whole corrupt organization that don't have no good intentions for them. They just use them like bait. Y'all standing outside so they can all hear me finally. Because I be quiet in the house. I don't bother nobody. Till they turn that little sorry ass technology on and turn on their phones to record to see if I'm a snapping them. Like when my daughters was arguing in here, these folks actually called the police and said I was in here like right before the police said I was kidnapping my daughter, taking her to the fucking mental hospital. These folks called on me. It's the same scenario, except it didn't. They did it at the house so the neighbors could hear. Then they did it at the hospital to try to witness us going off on each other, but it turned on them because my daughter couldn't say nothing bad about me. Oh, she turned on them. Don't say shit to my mama. Only I can. And they look like whoa, because that's what a strong love is. See, when you have a good influence on people, no matter what people say, as love is the first influence, they'll never they can't they force to tell the fucking truth. Even though she was going against me, literally telling me, I knew it was MK Ultra. Mama, I know that police want you dead, so I'm gonna give them what they want. That's what she said. It's on recording. My baby girl recorded her, because nobody would never believe me. To the point where these people are like, oh, did you know, trying to lock me up when I'm being a mandated reporter. Maybe it explains why these folks told my goddaughter mom to press charges against me when I was actually making a accusation that was very serious. That me and her mom, this girl was discussing on reporting together. But because I was the nice person in the situation to tell them, listen, help that mom. They thought I was gonna throw her under the bus and say bad stuff while I'm reporting, because they forced me to hear that issue. They force situations in your life for a reason to try to set you up just to have this type of street theater, just like these people using this MK Ultra right now, right around the time these people trying to plant so much shit. It's actually hilarious. Like I said the other day in my life, y'all, this shit makes me feel valuable. I don't care what I own. Let me turn it this way. I gotta start remembering it don't matter what you got. It's 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 how you handle shit when you up against stuff like this. When people trying to hold you down, when you got corruption, when you got elitist people, powerful people, meaning they got all the money in the fucking world to make things go under the table, and you still survive that shit. That's what makes you superior. When you have nothing in the fucking bank because they deplenished your funds. They sending you fucking fines, taking all your shit, messing up your car so that they could slow you down. That's when you know you're powerful. When they call the police on you, set situations just to hold you down and slow you down because they don't like that shit. That's when you powerful. When they get a whole neighborhood in alliance to go against you, y'all, that's when you know you powerful. This little old me from Miami, y'all, I don't fuck with none of these people in this town, and I watch them help these corrupt police officers. But I also sit back and see these detectives that's watching their ass, saving my ass in dark situations. That's why I believe these people rethink their situations, because they seeing their own folks get fucked up after trying to do a scheme on me and mine. Y'all, let me tell you right now, these people aiming so hard at us that it's like I told y'all, I really don't care what they do at this point. They could do whatever they want to do, because everybody is being exposed. This whole little town, 90% of these people that feel like they untouchable gonna be having RICO charges out of nowhere. I'm gonna say this shit live. A lot of them gonna have unexpected visits of the police. See how they like to send them to me. They like to help these people fuck with me and send the police to me on corrupt shit. They gonna actually be tied to some shit that they don't think that they're being recorded doing. That's the funny fucking part. I shouldn't even waste my time and stoop this low to come out here and tell them, but because they want to mess with children, involve children with this demonic ass program that they involve themselves in, y'all, and taint their auras. I'm doing this, showing y'all every angle, because they surround my house at night, y'all. They be in my backyard, y'all. Literally. On some sick shit, on some sad shit. To where this program, if something happened to me, y'all, it's this program. They wanted me out this house so bad. Look at the light on, right? It's been empty for months now. And the light don't be on every night. Cause guess what? They go and sit in this shit. I literally had to come out here. I was meditating from having a long day today to where it was so many situations that were set up today back to back every fucking 10 minutes. Big shows, I love you, Tyler Perry, just being sarcastic saying Tyler Perry. So many Tyler Perry movies today just for me. I had to pull it over. Let me say it loud. The whole town know about what happened at the Chevron. Y'all, I had to pull the fuck over because guess what? The police that almost made me run into him ran into another civilian, y'all. Big ass accident, not alleged. That I pulled over, everybody looking. Like, one thing about us chosen ones to people that's really being targeted by this corrupt organization, you could notice these people from the lodges, these Eastern Stars and their husbands and their friends that invite them in. You could tell when they're around you, they all their eyes on you. You got mixed in with the regular civilians that ain't paying, that's watching. Like, what the fuck is it? All right, where's Ashton Kutcher? They feeling the same way like me, just can't figure it out. You hear me? Except the difference with me is I know these niggas for who they are. They come around with their rings. These Eastern Star bitches say some slick shit like, "Who the fuck she? I don't like her." Literally, I was driving this on my dash cam. My daughter heard this, so I won't cap for nobody. And allowed. I'm riding this lady with all of the symbolism on her car. Never saw a day in my life. Right before that accident happened, ride past me. Ugh, I don't like that bitch. And I'm like, she talking to you? I'm like, she was talking to me. I don't know her. And then turn around, he almost hit me. That was supposed to be me that hit the police, y'all. But let's take it back to the symbolism and the mockery, because this confirms that my baby brother that's in jail right now for hitting a police officer, because I just saw them try to make me stage a scene to make me hit them today, right? And hit somebody else. Thank you to my angels that protected me to make me turn the other way, right? Okay? My baby brother, that his daddy, his own daddy, that was facing 20 years, got out on some bogus shit, and a state employee, right? Set him up. This boy in jail hitting the police, for allegedly hitting the police officer, and whatever other charges they added, all because of something his daddy set up. His brotherhood daddy set up. So I'm seeing these people for who they are today with the message today. But they keep seeing the supernatural things. That's why they send these minions like my neighbors and people that could get close to me to do stuff, because they don't want that karma on them. They see how I live. They see how when they folks fuck with me, how bad things happen to them. They see it. Because I definitely see it and feel bad. Oh, God, that social worker lady, oh, man, when I hear they bad news, go, oh, yeah, the angels make sure I hear, because they know I be hurt by the shit these people do. And they like to show me, like, hey, we took care of that in the angel, in the spiritual realm. So they could come over here, MLK me. They could come run up in the house like they do in my crib, y'all. They go in my shit. They think because I don't show y'all and tell y'all when they come, oh, she don't know nothing about that. They come in my house, y'all. When I'm not here, they wait till I leave and come in my house. The neighbor literally be up under my house, y'all, and it's a little crawl space under there. They go under there. So if y'all hear anything about anything that happened to me or my daughter, this town is involved with these brotherhood guys. So I want to tell the brotherhood boys, yeah, you can send her Mason baby daddy that want to move up the ladder. His Eastern Star mama is inviting him and recruiting him, right? You could send one of her boyfriends, the neighbor that be sneaking off with her that he think I don't know. with this autistic girl using an MK Ultra, then wheel her in. This how they allegedly, this how they nap these young teens. They use the MK Ultra, then they say trigger words to them to get them to do whatever they asking them to do. Cause that's what they doing with my daughter. You implementing that sleep apnea technology. Oh yeah, they think I don't know about it, bitch. What's the odds? Right before that girl, the first time she ever started jumping out the fucking window, she get a random test from the doctor's office for a sleep apnea study, and then she sleepwalks out the house the next few days later. Yeah, that's what they've been doing. That's what this whole town exposed so much to me that they gonna help me expose lodges across every state that's implementing this technology because they want to move so fast and fucked with the wrong autistic bitch that learned their patterns, that learned their involvements, learned who's involved, why they're doing certain things, what's up next, what they're trying to do, what's the reason behind certain tactics. They showed this town, Rome, Georgia, showed me the lodge here, these military operatives. I'm next to a fucking a military base, bitch. It makes sense. And all these guys, they are so hallucinative. They talk about schizophrenia and all of this man-made shit, but these people are living in a sleep sedative way. This whole town, it appears that way to me, because they all just monkey see, monkey do, monkey see, monkey do. To come at somebody like me, y'all can call me whatever y'all want to call me right now. But let's speak fact. Let's speak the truth real quick. For them to come at these authority figure people and these town members that I could tell that go to the lodge, for them to come at somebody like me that don't bother nobody. There's some real truth, y'all, that is kind to everybody, that I even don't know in this motherfucker, holding doors for them. You look nice to everybody, whether I'm sad or not. For them to go like that, this shit is dangerous for society. Y'all heard what I said? These people are disgusting. They like to prove their power over you by taking things for you, fucking up shit like, oh, we show her. That's disgusting, y'all. Okay. Now again, my chest was just hurting. Understand, the baby, do y'all hear the Mozart right? The baby is not crying no more. The dog is not growling and barking. There's no more dogs running in my yard. They had that shit beaming straight to my house. But let me tell you why. I told you that what they were doing. Let me tell you why. Because they got these people recording. They do that little sucker nigga shit, throw rocks and hide their hands, and then record to make it sound natural, like, oh, this girl just losing her mind in there, or they losing their mind over there, look, or something's wrong with the baby. Who knows, y'all? To record it and have the police come here. Because these people so mad that I'm actually one up on them on everything they've done to me. I got too much proof of the stuff they did, that not only these people that's trying to illegally put me out, possibly facing a RICO charge, these government agencies that were involving themselves in the financial drainage. Yeah, during the same time frame of these people setting up tactics like this, and then you got the regular civilians and helping them amp up situations too. Okay, I think I'm done now, because next the police gonna come, I'm gonna have a disturbance claim, because when you hit them too hard with facts, they like to prove their point. So let me thank you, Father. So I never really wanted people to know where I was, but I'm in Rome, Georgia. So y'all researching. I reached out to a couple big creators online that's investigating paranormal activity and stuff in this town. I didn't know that all of this stuff was deep here. And one lady reached out. She reached back and said, "Yeah, I've been researching that town for a very long time, and there's been a lot of talk about this town. So, baby, everything you saying is facts." That made tears drop down my eyes. Say thank you, thank you, thank you, because a lot of people A lot of people been, what are you talking about? Type of mode lately with me. And when I say this a sundown town. But yeah, obviously there's other people that don't even reside here that fucking travel here for vacation that's been documenting and researching this shit up way before I ever knew of this town. Okay, so y'all, like I said, if y'all ever see, if anything, you hear anything happen to me, y'all, uh, these people allegedly, the health, the housing department that's trying to put me out allegedly has health insurance out on me. So while I'm in their house, if anything happens to me, they can get an insurance claim. So it's part of the reason why they're going so heavy with the neighbors, and the neighbors don't understand that they involving themselves in dark energy. Like, I'm protected spiritually, babe. I don't gotta be protected by the brotherhood. I'm protected spiritually, so my angels gonna let y'all do what y'all gonna do, and that shit allegedly gonna touch all generations that of your lineage, not just yours. You don't touch somebody that God is guiding. You don't try to harm somebody that God is protecting and having his angels guide them. You don't do that. You're not even supposed to harm your any neighbor, but somebody that move like that, and their way of living is the total opposite from what this organization does. You don't want to fuck with them, and I say that from the kindness of my heart. I'm not trying to. I'm never no fear tactics. Never no. I don't promote violence. I don't promote bullying like what they do, but it's just facts, y'all. And it's real sad that these people come so hard like this, to the point where, y'all, they got my daughter out there, y'all, and I can't do nothing about it, y'all. Like the PI told me, just document and asked me, do I have a religious preference? And I said, I believe in God, yeah. He said, just pray for it then. I didn't want to overstep my boundaries, but he said, I just want you to know that you're not alone. Document and pray for her. She's a grown adult now. Don't get yourself in that situation again, because I don't had to report that they was finna arrest me for taking my daughter to the hospital after those people stripped her naked and she was talking crazy, y'all. I wanted to make sure, first of all, because she said they spiked her drink. I didn't even know she drink, y'all, because I don't drink, y'all. They want to paint the whole motive of how they doing my daughter is because they mad that they illegally, I exposed, I said right, that I exposed how they illegally took those girls for me going off on those guards and made this town, the DCF and all these people stereotype me and bully me like I was actually a bad mother for being on the fucking spectrum. Well, literally, only situation we had at that time when they did that at that park with those prisoners is we was living in a hotel. Every doctor, all my mama, my family, all of them vouched said this girl never even really beat the kids. The only my only issue, and I took parenting for it, is I get loud, y'all. I scream, I get loud. That's the only, my kids will tell you they don't get beatings. If anything, they abuse me. They, my oldest daughter do. When she came back from DCF, y'all, this girl, where's the adult care services, y'all? She was throwing, like, they tried to make me press charges on my daughter. She literally stole my car, wrecked it when they had that MK Ultra software on her, and the girl threw every object at me, and she never acted like that before, and did it outside while the police here. Come on, babe. Like, you wait all your life to be abusive to your mom and do it right in front of the police. Make it make sense, y'all. They so funny. They so funny. They so funny. I like it though because, like I said again, it shows how important I am to them, that they spend so much money to set up some shit like that to make it look so realistic, to set up situations in my life to make it look realistic, y'all. I just found out one of my fines that I had no clue about. Thought I paid them all. That motherfucker expired today. It expired today while I was out there. So I had to hurry up and figure it out and pay it, and say, oh, that's why they kept jumping behind me. It's no coincidence, y'all. It's no coincidence. And then at the same time, when I get home, cause I beat the whole trail record today of them, of traps and bypass shit, and came home when I saw the heat blowing up. Then these people turn the MK Ultra on, cause they gotta punish you when you don't fall for their shit. They showed me all this. They gave me the blueprint. Then have people sitting outside when I come here. It's all day today, y'all, or yesterday. All day yesterday, the day before that. Every like they used to do it every once, at least once a week on some big tactics type shit. But lately it's been every day because they so angry. They want the baby. They want my daughter's baby from her. They mad at me for reaching out to higher ups about what they did to my daughter when they had her in her care. They tried to sweep that under the rug. They didn't want nobody to know about that. But see, look, you get people that be so eager to say talk about bad parents, but what about bad foster parents? What happened to the bad CPS workers that lost the child and had her touched and sex trafficked in their care? Nobody, we're not talking about that, right? Because that's what happened to my daughter. That's why they sent them back after doing that like that, and now got these people fucking with us to say, oh yeah, she was always a bad parent. CPS was right. Although they lost that her daughter when they took her, and she got touched when they took her, and they said she lied. And what's the coincidence that they trying to get her baby daddy to take her baby? What's the odds to say, oh, she's crazy and she's not on the spectrum? Who tells somebody that they're not on the spectrum? What's the reason? It's exposing bigger reasons now of why people didn't get diagnoses for autism, to show me the real reason why most of these people are being targeted to begin with. It's the reason why they're using these neurotypicals that don't understand neurodivergence to even fuck with them, because they can't stand them. Like, what's fuck? I don't like this bitch. Like that lady just told me yesterday and rolled past me. I don't like that bitch. Actually, hold up. I don't like that retarded. That's what she called me, the R word. Riding past me, right before the police almost ran into me. It was like a warm up, warning me something's about to happen, and boom, I bypassed the the moment that would have changed my whole life if I would have ran it, because they could have said anything. They could have did what they did to my brother, and that was their plan, to say that he they said he used his car as a weapon on the cop, y'all. He been in jail ever since. Hold on. Let me check on y'all. Watch this. Look at my black right outside. But I need to step in my car real quick. See, yeah. I knew I was right. I knew I was fucking right. I knew I was fucking right. I knew I was fucking right. So I got these laceration or whatever you want to call on all of my skin, and nobody else on my it's on. I'm gonna tell you where they at. They on my chest and all on my head. I got it in my head and on my neck right here. I thought, like, I kept saying it was a spider bite because we got so much spiders in the backyard. But when I look at how they are, these people, it's like allegedly, it's like laser or some type of radiation type of shit, y'all. Heavy radiation type of shit, and it explains so much, y'all. They on my chest, on my back. My daughter recorded the back. My back where it was itching and burning at. She said, "Oh, this what you talking about right here?" And as she rubbing the spot, I'm like, "Yeah, that's where I felt the pain at." So it's these big old little same indicators that's on my neck that I thought was spider bites on my back and on my chest, cause they aiming and it's on my skull. I can't see. I got hair on my head, so I didn't really notice that right there until I was washing my hair, y'all, and felt a cut, like a scab that I scratched off. Like, what's this? And it's the same mark. So they pointed at my head, at my chest, y'all, at my stomach. This is criminal. These people are happily helping these people fuck with me and my children, y'all. I promise y'all, I shouldn't say this on here, but I gotta say it because I don't know what's like. I'm praying to God that He use us and keep us here longer, but I don't know what's gonna happen to my daughter. They literally got my daughter, y'all. These brotherhood boys got my daughter, my oldest one, and there's nothing. They threaten me, and other allegedly, y'all, they threaten me. If you interfere, we're going to take you to jail by trying to arrest me for kidnapping when I was being a mother, by taking her to the hospital and telling her to leave that baby in the car. It was 10 o'clock at night. And this girl talking about, I'm talking about why she's talking crazy. The baby, mind you, the baby be with me full time. She was already with me when after she left these people, they done gave her a drink and spiked it. She talking crazy, talk about taking the baby outside at night. I said, oh no. I talk to her calm in a calm way how we normally talk because we all on the spectrum. She ain't gonna talk to me crazy and she ain't gonna let me talk to her crazy. That's just what it is. So I'm talking to her, baby. You think I'm gonna take your butt to the hospital? Because I don't know who you are, I don't know who you are today, what you did with my daughter. That's exactly what I said to her. I don't know what they did with my daughter, but we need to take you to the doctor. And she, oh, I'm going. After a couple times, after me asking her, she agreed. It wasn't like I forced her. She agreed. As we go there, y'all, as she, first of all, she come here and leave to the boy house again. Then call me. I go pick her up. Then the police trailing me, following me. After this, my daughter, bitch, she told me to come pick her up. I don't give a fuck what she said to you. These people talking about turn around. They about to arrest me. Talk about she could take her baby if she want. I said, you just do you see what state she in? You said what? Yeah. First of all, it don't fit the videos that they post online where they have Samaritans call in for stuff like this, for seeing mothers walk trying to walk around like my daughter was that day. She was trying to come take that baby. You would have took that baby. You would have had somebody see her acting like that with that baby in her hand, and you said you gonna take me to jail for kidnapping her and my granddaughter. That's when I knew. That's when I knew the plan. And it's making sense. They warmed me up with that. And now I'm seeing everything else play out like, oh wow. Because the neighbor net say he don't know what mom, if mom was in here hitting my daughters in here. All the while, it was both of my daughters arguing and not me. They had me in the middle as a referee telling them to shut that shit up and kiss and make up and sit y'all little pissy ass down. Yeah, let's tell the truth. We ain't gonna sugarcoat like, oh, I was saying, oh, girls, don't do this. No, I said, sit y'all pissy ass down. Learn how to love each other. I don't know what y'all got into each other. That's what I'm saying. Y'all changed since y'all came back. That was the conversation, but they was arguing. And but if you gonna call on a complaint, just make it that. I heard noises from over there. They was arguing. You specifically said mom. And had the police say he needed to ask my daughter, was she okay? Did you ask me, was I okay? Did you ask me? Cause apparently my daughter threw a phone at me. Did you ask me, was I okay? No, they said they want to ask my daughter. That's when I knew again. Right there, they warning me. Like, you interfere with what we doing with your oldest daughter, we gonna set up any bogus fucking allegation against you and it's gonna work. That's when I said, okay, I gotta fall back and pray for my daughter now. And I even had a conversation where I said, baby, I've protected you your whole life. I've been protecting you this long, but you're an adult now, and you are making people certain situations bad for me, babe, by not listening to me and having certain people question me, and that's not good. So here I gotta let you soar the world and let you handle your business. Do y'all know that the boyfriend that she talked to convinced my daughter to move out? Yeah, and leave her baby. That's when I know it's not good. It's one thing, oh, cause I moved out the nest, right? But I took my baby with me. I took you don't if your friends, boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever convince you that you leave your baby behind, they're trying to set you up for failure. And I had to give her another talk. Hey, he said, but mama, out of nowhere. And this girl, they talking about somebody who love her baby, wonderful baby. When she like, fuck the postpartum depression don't got nothing to do with that. This something different. because the friends are bullying her. They know she's vulnerable. They know she on the spectrum, y'all. And they say, do and say certain things. Oh, because this going to hold you back. Looking, the new friends telling her, look at your baby daddy got a new baby. I'm looking at all of this. You got to get it. You got to do this and got to do that and blah, blah, blah. Got the girl feeling like she got to chase a bag. Got this girl and she doing it all wrong. Not even working, not doing nothing, following behind these people, y'all. The girl got scholarships to draw and went to cosmetology school when she already know how to do hair. Because her friends convinced her to come to school with them. When I told her, stop trying to follow these people and taking their advice. They see the glow in you. They're trying to distract you. And I can't really tell her the truth. Hey, man, they got a bag on our head, man. They got these little gang members that you hang around here to distract you. Because then people going to say I'm a bad influence telling her about a program that don't exist. So even then, I can't really say too much to my children about this program because since I got my girls taken, these people told my family and people, they called them literally, y'all, because some of my folks repeated what was said to them, that I was talking about the Freemasons allegedly, and this clouding my girls' judgment when I had never, y'all. They would tell you. I never sat them down like or never who are these Freemasons at? I never did that to them. No matter what type of videos y'all saw online. They did that on purpose though. To the point where if one of my girls say something about certain things, like when they called me and said something about the baby Masons came to see them in the group home they was at, I had to tell them some bogus, crazy claim like, oh, they, it's, oh, that's nice. They had the Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts do that, but people, y'all, I can't explain it. But they got my daughter right now, y'all, and I'm praying for her. She texts me a little sad, texts out of nowhere, Mama, you're so patient with me. Thank you for being there for me with the baby, and blah blah blah. And the next minute, I just got out of the mental facility, texting me this. Like, what? Baby, you got to get away from those people. You got to get away from those people. Yeah, she say, Mama, I got to say this on live. I don't know what's happening to me these days, so I want to get everything out. My baby say, Mama, the last time she was going to the mental hospital, she said, Mama, they going to KILL me. I said, don't you say that. In front of the police, too, y'all. This was the time she said the young man, she don't talk to these friends no more, but she said the young man, the cousin, stripped her clothes in front of these old men, right? And it just stood out to me the way she said that. Stripped your clothes in front of these what old men? Where were you? Oh, was at our friend's house? Blah, blah. I said, what? See, baby, you can't be out here like this with these friends, with these so-called friends. These people don't have your best interests. But I went to school with them. You don't know them, or you just think everybody just... No, it's not that. I'm telling you what it is. Y'all, to that day, she's on the floor acting like I never seen her act before. It's obvious somebody spiked her drink, and the police could see this. And I said, baby, maybe you need to go into the... Because they, I'm talking to these people too. They questioning me, staring at everything. Did she have the baby tonight? Questions like that. Nah, baby was with me. Type shit. Oh, okay. They're ready to take the baby right then and there. So this girl blurt out after I say, maybe go after you go get checked to see if they put anything in your drink. Maybe you should go and see if you could talk to somebody. Because I think it's postpartum depression. She said, no, Mama, they gonna KILL me in there. They tried to KILL me. And I like, y'all, as tears started to fall, the officer was smirking, staring at my reaction while my daughter's talking. Like, she's talking, I'm not talking, but he's staring at me with a smirk. That's when I said, they got my baby. And dared me to intervene and threaten me with taking me to jail for kidnapping. Right after I get in my algorithm videos back to back of grandmothers going to jail. stories of kidnapping situations, then boom, I almost go to jail. My baby, my other smart daughter say, Mama, those people was finna take you to jail. The officer came to me and asked me, uh, who was arguing, and they asked me, did you argue with Sierra, and did you say this, and did you do that, and did you take the baby from her? Did you tell her? They was asking me all those questions. She's an agent. I told her she should be an investigator because she said it all in that line like that. She said, you know why I think they did that? They was gonna try to say you kidnapped the baby. And I said, you're right, but you missed something. They was also gonna say I kidnapped Sierra too. She said, yeah, because the man came to me and said, if I didn't have this video, oh yeah, because my daughter recorded it and showed him the video. She said, he said, if I didn't show him that, they was about to arrest you. And she said, but Mama, why was it? She was about to cry. I said, don't you cry. Because she was saying, why was they going to arrest you when you didn't do nothing? Sierra called you. That's when I broke down, y'all, and I'm usually strong. I broke down because my baby had to see that shit and saw it for what it was. That's some demonic, sick shit, y'all. That tells me so many people that's behind bars, allegedly, that been targeted for all their life like me, are sitting in there for stage events, y'all. It's most definitely certain if they do this to me, and I'm seeing it with my own eyes. Y'all, that can convince me and say whatever they want to say about me. But one thing about me, I know what I see. I know what I'm witnessing. I know what these people doing, y'all. And this is demonic. It's not of God. So to the people that join this alliance and say that they're doing good deeds for the society, no, that's a cover up if they are. Because the stuff they doing to me and my family, because it ain't just my daughter that they messing with, y'all. I see in my family members, my distant family members complaining about stuff. My cousin passed away on a motorcycle accident right when the same day, not the same week, the same day. This motorcycle cop tried to fucking run me over, y'all. That's not alleged. Like cross in front of me. Literally to call, okay, he didn't try to run me over. He tried to make me glide into that big truck on the side. The way he ramped in front of me, and I get all these Facebook posts after coming home from that incident of my baby cousin that has the same nickname like me. My family call me Boo, and we call him Boobish. Passed. The same uncle that's a part of this organization's son passes away. The same uncle that gave me the birds and the Build the Birds story when I was young, that told me who owned, he gave me, sorry God, this is what my uncle, y'all, this is what my uncle told me. He gave me books on Rockefeller to read while I was helping him at his house one day. Sorry, uncle. After his wife passed away and he married this other lady that was this Eastern Star lady that was in a wheelchair, y'all, that went into a wheelchair after she gave birth because she wasn't always in one. She had got major karma. I saw it as a child. She had got major karma because what they did to my auntie, to my cousin's mom. That's not even my auntie by blood. That's my uncle, is my grandma's son. But my auntie didn't deserve what they did to her. And she knew. She knew because I used to go see her at that hospice place every day after school. I used to go talk to her. Conversations I never exposed to the family. That lady knew that her brotherhood husband turned his back on her. So your secrets that they think they take to the grave, no, the angels know. The angels see everything they do. And they so happy because they gain all the protection here. But what happens when that protection is up, when your realm is non-exempt no more, babe? You gotta see those angels again. They so brave now, but what about then, babe? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm kind of like, I'm a little like really like sad these days seeing how life is for me. Like y'all don't see, like y'all gotta understand that I'm really a kind person. Like I don't like to take advantage of people. I don't like. Do y'all know the situation I'm in? I could really troll it online more than I ever have in my life, y'all. But I don't, because that I got too much pride, and I love my girls, y'all. But how I could beg how they got us. They do y'all know that they turned this criminal, they turned the hot water off, y'all. The day out they wanted me to get out, they turned the hot water off. But guess what? Because I beat them to the punch right now, they could have raids for how much dirt I got on them and stuff I've already submitted to people that they don't know about. Yeah, because they so scared asking me, do I have an attorney to bring to this appeals to appeal my permanent supportive housing that I haven't paid rent when my rent is zero. I told them no, I'm not. There's no need for me to bring somebody to this corrupt thing. Even Stevie Wonder could see that that claim is not accurate. I don't. My rent is zero. So how are you going to terminate me from a program for non-payment of rent? Make this shit make sense. Fuck all the mold allegations. Forget all the issues in the house that y'all didn't fix. Just alone that right there shows that y'all corrupt. You said this young lady is not in default of rent when her rent is zero. And it shows that you tried to increase it several times and the state denied it. So that's why I'm talking about this shit. So if something happened to us while we in this house, they turned the gas off a few months ago. I turned it off. I bought extra heaters. I had two already. I bought extra ones, one for each room, and didn't call them no more. Cause I told them about it so many times they never came. They want to pop up when we not here so that they could implant things in the house. And I started seeing them do that and say, hey, set an appointment with me. Don't do that. I don't care who owned this. I don't care if it was Section 8 or HUD or any other type of agency. Give people privacy. Cause even if that's something y'all can do, you need to change it. Cause uh, respect people privacy. Don't just come in they shit. Let them know ahead of time. Give them respect. And they didn't like that shit. Okay, you being problematic. So I'm being problematic now. Then when I prove that's not a legit thing to say I'm problematic. They start situations, use the MK Ultra, and had the police sent here for bogus reasons. The neighbor called, like I said, that neighbor called one day on the bogus, talk about arguing in the house when literally I just showed y'all on live of the police being called for them having an issue, right? But they called on me because kids was arguing. Then this young man come in front of my house. All happened back to back. This young man, right after this lady couldn't prove that I was actually problematic. Then they make problematic situations now. Police coming back to back now. Now she come. There's been the police called there several times. That wasn't even about me though. That I saw it. This boy sitting outside 2 days after that meeting I had with this lady that I won the meeting, right? I won in that meeting. I come from my rheumatoid uh, office, y'all. After fighting to get that appointment for months, y'all. This boy is sitting outside my house. Two cars, him parked and his new baby mama is parked outside my house at night. Cause we had to go way to Atlanta. I don't stay nowhere by Atlanta, y'all. We had to go way to Atlanta, and it took us so long to get back. They sitting outside ready to start shit, and he looked nervous. He looked like he knew he was wrong, man. I just came here to tell your daughter, hold on. You don't supposed to be here. Why you couldn't text her that, call her that, leave that on her voicemail? Babe, you come do that. Come on, babe. Come on. Then the police take the girl to jail. This like boom, 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 boom. The girl, his baby mama stay right on the street. My daughter tell me, Mama, they keep messing with me. That's why I moved. Cause I haven't told nobody on here. My daughter been moved out. She came to me and say, Mama, I don't want to hurt your feelings, and I want you to think that I'm leaving the baby, but I feel like she's safe with you, and I can't be there because I don't. They keep messing with me. Like she just told me the truth one day, and I'm like, damn. I'm so sorry. I've tried to protect you. I tried to protect you and your sister, and she said you have. I said no, I haven't. I failed. because you don't feel safe. You don't trust that they can't fuck with you while you're in here with me. Let him do what he do. Ignore him. And she said, Mama, you don't know. You don't know. He pretend to you. You don't know the stuff he be saying to me. But then I report this to these people and they do nothing about it. That's when I know that they plotting some shit. Then they offer her housing, y'all, and put this baby somewhere in the trap. The trap. The trap. I just cried. I had to just take her groceries. I spent $100 and something in Walmart and make sure she got her stuff. The girl spent time with her. Then I brought them back to the house. I was actually parked right there. I just couldn't stay over there, y'all. I parked right there where I could see everything. They didn't know that. But I let them stay over there. And my baby girl noticed. She said, Mama, I don't ever want to go back over there. I don't know why she want to stay there. I said, we gotta respect that she, her wishes. Maybe she feel like cause he don't know where she's staying. She said, yeah, that's what she said. Like, damn, this same young man that used to say, ma'am, I never had a family like this. Your daughter deserves the world. I got videos and clips of this young man saying nice things about my daughter. His mama saying nice things about my daughter. And now, out of a sudden, all of this stuff is happening. This young man's calling my daughter every SLOW name in the book, and it explains why she act different out of nowhere. It explains they doing this on purpose though, cause my mama is way in Miami and going through similar shit, y'all. Cause they really campaigning that schizophrenia heavy. Cause I think my mom had that diagnosis. My daughter, I don't know if they labeled her that in this town, but she's never had that diagnosis ever, y'all. Always her spectrum. But it's weird that these people told my daughter in jail when she recently just went. When she said came out, she said, Mama, when she was asking me what happened, she didn't remember. She said, Mama, what happened? I woke up and they was baptizing me. I feel better. I said, hold up, go back. What you said? Cause she skipped past it quick. Cause she was only in there overnight. I said, you said what? They baptized you? Hold up. I thought first of all, when they do stuff like that in jail, you gotta be there for a while. You gotta sign up for it. You gotta attend the church. Like they baptized you. So they were saying you was possessed. You said no, they said I'm not autistic. And they think I'm schizophrenic. I said, oh hell no. No, they not doctors. They not supposed to tell you that. That was actually illegal for them to tell you that. But then in the back of my mind, I'm remembering that my family member just called me about my schizophrenic mama being admitted in the mental health ward. And I said, oh yeah, they want to play these dirty ass games. But it exposed to me that y'all, because they only promote what they create. They only promote, just like the celebrities. They only let you, just like allegedly these apps only promote what they create. If you don't fall in the line with that shit, they gonna cap your views. They gonna take your likes. They gonna make sure people think that you're not being interacted with. So that, cause monkey see, monkey do, minds are like that. They do it on purpose. So this schizophrenia, they campaigning it everywhere because that's their label. They want to cover those symptoms of that technology because allegedly the symptoms that the people exhibit mimic schizophrenia because it is schizophrenia. Schizophrenia is symptoms of MK Ultra, allegedly. The people that's being labeled schizophrenic needs to their therapists, psychiatrists, whatever they have needs to be investigated. Matter of fact, the whole practice needs to be investigated. In every case and situation that they label schizophrenia needs to be studied because that means all of these, because you can't say 90%, you can't put a percentage on it. If the label is fake itself, question the doctors. Why are you even using that label for that person? It's the real thing that needs to be talked about. Cause I'm definitely seeing you told a spectrum baby that had an amniocentesis done and abnormalities found before she was born and mutations found before she was born. Autistic evaluation was done when she was 2 and 3. occupational therapy and ABA was done at 3 and 4, and you told her that the jail, the jail told her that she's not autistic and she's schizophrenic. Yeah, thank you for telling me that you guys are campaigning schizophrenia. It explains why they're using the technology around us so that they could say it's hereditary. Don't you dare play with my family. Because schizophrenia don't run in my family. Autism does. Because my grandma, me and my grandma act just alike. But it ain't my grandma's fault that in the 20s that they didn't have this. They wasn't aware of all the cases, because people keep saying, why is everybody autistic now? No, they hid this. It's a genetic mutation. Yeah, they hid it for a reason, because most of these targets they wanted to keep under the radar so that they can experiment on them unnoticed. Thank you for showing me, because allegedly these people are being organ harvested, just like Kendrick Johnson. That young man is related to me. Thank you to my ancestors who gave me that ping notification that alerted me of the ancestor that's related to him, that's related to me. That's also allegedly a related to Henrietta Lacks. You heard of the Hiller cells, yeah. So it give me the conclusion that 90% of these people that's being fucking surveillance like this, and we not talk about the ones that their angry brotherhood boyfriends put them on there just out of spite. We not talking about them. We talk about the ones that's been experimented on, because they're monitoring what happens to certain things in their lives, because they're using these people organs. Yeah, they want to have it all documented, cheat sheets. That's how they live their whole entire life. They use cheat sheets, so they experiment us now, so they can say, oh, this is 90% effective. Oh yeah, with this is 90% effective, because they done the research. And that's why it's so important to have us alive. And that's why they have these people that go against us and act out of emotions too quick, get sabotaged. Yeah. To the ones they give them special, they give them special uh assignments. And if they go against that, they get sabotaged. I see these people that that's why I be saying, these people that don't understand who they, these people don't have good intentions for you. You just feel like, cause you got the handbook and the authority to do certain things on me, that you think that they want, yeah, come shake your shit up. Cause I see them do it to people. I see these people that be fucking with me whole lives get turned upside down, exposed on the news just about. When they give me too much exposure, when they go too hard, like, we didn't tell you, in other words, we didn't tell you to do all that. Because at the end of the day, y'all, we are valuable to them. Like, treat it like a precious gem. In other words, they don't tell them this, but this is what they really want to tell them. Treat this with caution. Fragile package, bitch. Yeah, we want you to watch her and we want you to take all her money, but I didn't ask you to interfere with those organs. Because at this point, she's not even a person. She's all we see is organs when we talking about Miss Avant. When we talk about these TIs, we see organs. That's what they see, these sorority guys. And these BLK guys that should be ashamed of themselves for teaming up allegedly with these KKKs. Cause that's where this program stir from, y'all. They went ununiformed. They reunified and reuniformed as this brotherhood organization, because they needed to disguise after being abolished and labeled, in other words, inhumane for the things they was doing to those BLK people hanging them, y'all. Then they said, oh look, we can hang with the hung boys. Look, we're civil now. The joke's really on these BLK Brotherhood boys that go in this large, thinking these people look at them when they smile at them like, oh, we like you. They don't like you. Never did. Now, really, who the joke's on you now? Yeah, all they see to you is, oh, all he care about is money. We could just give it to him and he'll do anything we want. He don't know that he really going against his own bloodline, and it's gonna hurt him in the end. They know that. That's why these big top Shriners won't even touch me. Matter of fact, when I see these important people, yeah, I won't even say their names. I've seen a lot of important people that's online that come near me and they smile, can't get their eyes off me. Cause to me, I'm just organs. But to these people that go against me, I just got money on my head. The total opposite from what they really see. Like, oh, little mama, you ain't gonna fuck up my bag. To my own peers that look at me and go against me and they minds, bitch, you ain't gonna fuck up my bag. What's love got to do with it? I gotta feed mine. All the while they don't know these people don't have no good intentions for them. Matter of fact, they got plans for you to dispose of you because you got too much of their evidence. And they known for getting rid of evidence. Don't they know that? Right? It's obvious they know that. So why do they feel so proud to go with these? They get dressed up and everything and go to the lodges with these people, y'all. When we wasn't even invited to these shits back in the day. When they had these hut houses, bitch. We wasn't even invited in there. They was allegedly setting off barns like a LA fire, bitch. Of BLK Smooths. But now they feel so happy to go with these folks because they getting invited now. Oh, desperate housewife, hung boys, so happy to just be there because you getting an invite. Oh, you only get an invite to come here, bitch. They don't even care for you. Shout out to they got their own kind that's investigating them, disgusted with them. The spiritual ones that was born from a different straw, babe, but was born to their lineage. They got their own investigating them and giving them up. Yeah. Like I said, y'all will be so shocked with the certain people that I talk to. Yeah, about this. That's angry and disgusted with how they treat people. Oh yeah, because they seen people that they fell in love with that's been targeted get targeted by their own folks, and you hear them say, "Yeah, my great grandfather is a such and such," and we have conversations, y'all, and I could tell who's sincere and who's trolling me, and the ones that sincere are disgusted. Just getting dirt from them, getting probably been getting dirt from their forefathers since they was young, bitch, investigating since they was young, got older and learned they had funds to pay certain private investigators to join firms, bitch, in their own royal offices against their own folks because they want shit to be done right for a change. That's the type of people I meet. So I don't need no money. They try to keep me broke because they think that, oh, as long as she don't got no money, she won't be able to get out of none of this shit. Look, I'm already out of it, even though they doing everything they could do to me. That these people trying to put me out on the street, y'all, illegally, and think that they not gonna be exposed doing all of this shit. They already exposed. Like the only thing they could do at this point is make it right on their side because trying to teach me a point is gonna open more shit. So I ran into a young lady that told me thank you earlier today. She stopped me. This was right when this accident, I was telling y'all a little bit earlier in the live that I almost got into a collision that was not gonna be my fault, y'all, that they was trying to do, but I ended up following my gut, getting the fuck out of that little line, that little setup, and you could see all of them mad as fuck, roaring engines when I left, and I didn't understand why you kept from different cars, and I see this big ass accident when I look back, and I said, is that a police officer in the same type? They hit the same type of color car like mine, y'all. Like he thought he had me. It wasn't even me, y'all. I pulled up right there after sitting there trying to get another order on stands. I'm talking about on stall, can't get no order either, y'all. Then boom, 72, 72 miles for $35 out of nowhere. Then this young lady pop up, walk up to me. She's related to she has ties to this situation that I help expose, and she came to thank me. I was so shocked because this whole family was against me saying I got the baby taken. She thanked me. And you know what she said? She said, you know he touched me too. Oh, but the police told that young lady that I made this report about to fucking press charges on me and and get a TPO out on me. And her own cousin said the guy that I reported that touched my friend and her daughter, her baby that got taken. They said I lied about it, and that girl said he also touched her and his own child. She said he touched her when she was young. Just about every weekend she went to his house. She said, that's why I'm crazy. You know that? They call me Lil Wayne in this town, by the way, y'all. She was like, Lil Wayne, you heard me? She kept saying it. You heard me. And I kept, like, I was holding tears and I heard her. And I said, yeah, I heard you, babe. I heard you, but you making me kind of emotional. She said, no, I wanted to make your day. Because she was smiling. This girl, like, I feel bad for this young lady. Y'all think I feel bad for my homegirl that had to have a baby from her own daddy? Yeah, cause my goddaughter, her mama, her mama had her from her own father, y'all. Her own Freemason daddy, her own Brotherhood daddy. That's in jail right now. They turned on him. He's in jail for how many 59 years, whatever that sentence was. And his wife that set him up is out here. The lady who just tried to sue me, that's her husband, y'all. Her niece said, nah, God sent you to do that. Cause nobody listened to me when I used to say that when I was young. They called me crazy, but they was right. I am crazy. I said, no, you're not. No, you're not. You didn't deserve that. You didn't deserve that. And I said I had no idea, but even though I did know, cause the family told me, but I had to let her know her secret, like she told me. Cause I'm like that with people. I said I had no clue, and I was lying through my teeth because I did. I heard about it, and DCF and the police told that girl to put a TPO out on me. Cause the reason they wanted her to do that is to form a fake report on me and take me to jail. They so desperate. They so desperate. They was moving with that tactic for a while, and until that girl said no. She called me one day. Y'all can't make this up. She say, "Hey, best friend, I think they trying to turn me against you." And her girlfriend was on the other line telling me what they was telling her to do. She was like, yeah, they was telling her to do it. I told her she bet not do that to you, how much you helped her with the baby. And I said, whoa, I had pulled over. I don't know what I was doing that day. I pulled over almost about to cry, saying, repeat what you said. Say it again. Say it again. Voice shaky and all. I said, they really told you that? And I felt so fucking unappreciated. Like, they said what? Maybe this explains why they haven't called me to tell me thank you after finding what I reported was fucking true. Instead, they bullied her. This young lady, listen, DCF gave this girl housing. When they took my kids for me cursing guards out, they didn't offer me housing, no help, no nothing. Just kept my kids for 8 months and made me do everything on my own. This young lady has allegations of taking her baby around predators that was touching her, and they gave her housing, y'all. And when the moment she told me that day she wasn't doing it, blah blah blah, they called me down. I had to go down there and talk to them, and I won't discuss what me and that new lady said because I believe that new lady is investigating that corrupt shit. Yeah, big facts. All of them ain't bad. This new lady is on shit or she's scared shit. Either one. I read energy. But this girl, I find out she just got evicted. The same week I get eviction notice. I can't make this up. The same week I get the eviction notice, this girl, I find out from her girlfriend and my homegirl that she just got evicted out of her place. And I said, I couldn't tell her because she don't know about this. They put that girl out to punish her for not going against me and lying. They punished her for telling the truth, saying no. She told me everything she said in there, and I was wondering why she was talking to me. I just couldn't say it. Why was they so focused on me? Why was they asking her so many? Why wasn't they focused on her? And she said they asked me about such and such. I can't say his name, and I told them, yeah, he been touching me since I was young. And they asked me, did I know? Did I know? They asked her, did your friend know that he was like again redirecting it to me? Mind you, I just met her. I only known her for 2 years, y'all. She's telling them he's been doing it to her all her life. I just met her 2 years of her fucking life. I just met them 2 years of their life. Huh? Okay. I met her after she had her baby. I didn't know. I never met her stepdad that touched her. I don't know these people. They all stayed together when this stepdad was out. This from the stories they told me. I didn't know them. I met her when her baby was 1 years old, y'all. One turning two. So why is she asking her so many questions that I know about this stuff that I know I didn't fucking know? The the baby and her mama. First of all, before my goddaughter said this to me and my kids that about her cousin, my homegirl called me one day and said, "What does this mean if she keeps saying this and that and that?" And when she said it one day, the first time, I didn't understand her. I just told her to take her to the doctor. Then when she said it again, I had done heard this baby say something similar like that when I was doing her hair. And I said, "Hey, do you think your cousin touched her, babe?" I think that's what she trying to say. And she said, "Oh, I know he better not did it to my baby too." I said, "Hold up. Scratch that shit back." And she said, "Yeah. What you said that day in the hotel, you wasn't tripping." Okay, so let's explain that since they like to play. Let's explain. Let me get all my truth, all my justice out for myself. Nobody got to justify me. So what she's talking about is one day I was supposed to, they called me to take them to work. End up they wasn't even going to work, and I had some suspicions that her cousins was doing something, because I finished doing work, and I go drop them off to her hotel. He ends up coming there to her hotel, which was another red flag. Like, why do your cousin want to chill with you at your hotel? Bring your bitch here. What the fuck? And like y'all, I don't know. I was about to doze off. They thought I was asleep, but I heard them in the bathroom. So in my heart, like, bitch, play sleep, play possum. I'm good at this. So I play sleep, y'all, with my phone, because I was really looking at my phone. But when I noticed them going to the bathroom, I just froze. And I heard him say, "She sleep, she sleep." Y'all, they in there. I said, "What is some sci-fi ass shit?" And I got loud. I said, "Hey, yo." And they tried to that day, they made me to see like I was tripping. Hey, wait, he was even laughing. "Come on, you really think we?" And then only for her to come out and tell me the truth months later, "You was right." She said, "I was asleep." I said, "No, you wasn't though. He was talking to you." She said, "No, he do that to me. He been doing it to me for so long." I said, "Whether you was asleep or not, it's not your fault." That's disgusting, because I heard him saying she sleeps. So he was fucking violated me, disrespected me, what he tried to do. Yeah, because that's disrespectful. That's your cousin, bitch. Sorry, y'all. And the fact that this boy still walking around. I just saw him. I just saw him. This boy still walking around. The fact that her mama still walking around after we told them that her mama admitted that she knew that her husband got her pregnant. So hold up, if this man in jail, she should be in jail too. Cause that lady slipped. She was talking shit about her daughter one day and explaining to me like, "Oh yeah, girl, I knew that blah blah blah." Cause mind you, I didn't know them. I wasn't staying in this town. I was somewhere in Florida when she had her baby. I had just met her when her baby was one, after the husband done went to jail, after the case, everything done hit the fan already, y'all. I met her after. He went to jail when her baby was like just born, from what I heard. This mama explained and say, slip and say, "Yeah, I knew she was pregnant." So hold up, go back. Cause you kind of, if you gonna admit that, I'm telling her daughter, if your mama admitting that, that mean that pill she said she gave you, she was trying to get rid of your baby. Cause she said the day that you went in labor, you was supposed to go to school, and she was being shady, like, "Oh, in other words, but I know you was with my husband," being funny with her daughter when you just admitted that you also knew she was having, you knew the girl was pregnant. So why did you give her that pain medication that you told her to take and just go to sleep the pain off, she said you came to her complaining about your stomach hurting, and her low-key admitting she knew you was in labor and gave you a pain medication instead of taking you to the hospital. She was hoping that your baby, yeah, or even you, or maybe I'm right about how I felt. She was hoping that you was sedative, allegedly, to take your baby, because all of us, she keeps saying my baby, my baby, my baby. This lady sent the sheriff to my house when her daughter gave me her baby several times after telling me she was gonna put, listen, I would never call DC Facts or nobody on my friend, on nobody. I wouldn't wish that on nobody, but this young lady was telling me to take, and I never faulted her, because she told me she couldn't look at the baby some days. It's her daddy baby. She used to tell me to drop the baby off. Come get the baby before she take the baby to the fire station, y'all. And the grandma said I lied. And she knew her daughter used to talk like that. That's another red flag. You told those DCL people that I lied and that your grandbaby lied? Fuck that. You could say I lied, but you said your grandbaby lied? So you gonna disread that, so you did that to your daughter. So that means your daughter probably was complaining about him touching her first. And that's why she got so comfortable with it, because you said she was lying. I know you did, because you just said my goddaughter lied. And she ain't lie about what she said. She wasn't lost with what she told me and my kids and what she told her mama. The one good thing her mama did do was ask questions about it. She actually was different from her mama. Instead of saying her baby lie, the young, my homegirl, actually, I still consider as a friend, she don't deserve what happened to her and how she is and how they made her. She was curious, concerned about her baby. She literally wanted her baby to have a better life. And to this day, she actually happy. See, look, a mother that want, actually, my friend, actually, not only did the baby, see, look, the baby made me feel good about my decision. When I seen her do her hair, she told me she was happy. Yeah. My friend made me feel good when she just told me recently that she got a new foster home that her baby liked. And she said, well, I guess I can get see her. I'm happy I get to see her. So I looked at her like, oh, so she just want to be able to see the baby. She happy the baby is happy. That's what I got from that little conversation she gave me when I was taking her to work. And I said, so you really is happy? She said, yeah. I said, so you really not mad at me for having to make that report? She said, no, because he won't be able to touch my baby again. That's when I cried in the car when I dropped her off. And thank God, that was tears of joy. Thank you, Father. Thank you. Because I felt, God, you know I felt bad about this when those people were saying I got the baby taken. Thank you, Father, Father. Y'all, I'm telling y'all the truth. And DCF so mad at me that they trying to fuck with my daughter and her baby because they saw what I did. See, what they was really trying to do when they took that baby, because they had the whole neighborhood thinking that I wanted the baby. When they saw that I was happy that the baby was with another family, because I told them I couldn't take the baby anyways. When they tried to play with me, talking about you can't get it for your prior case. Hey, look, I can't get the baby. That's why I called y'all. Else I wouldn't have called y'all. I would have kept her, because her mama told me to keep her and raise her. Yeah, that's the truth. That's the real truth. Her mama asked me 20 million times to raise the baby. And in the beginning, y'all would see posts. I was posting the little girl. I had her for like almost a year at one point, until the grandma started uh sending the sheriff here. Like, I took the baby when her daughter gave her to me. And I took her one day, because she texted me saying I gave the baby to her mom, because at one point I had to give it to her. She called the sheriff. And I said, look like your mama want the baby. You telling me she don't? I'm kind of confused with all this. It's bringing drama. She said, no, I told you not to send my baby with her. I told you. Blah, blah, blah. I ain't going to get too personal with the stuff she was telling me for the reason she didn't want her baby over there. But she was pissed that I gave the baby to her mama. Now it all makes sense. It all makes sense that she would rather have her baby with me or somebody else other than her mama, because her mama was trying to sell her own that baby out, and the daughter saw it. The daughter saw how her mama sold her out, and seeing that she trying to sell her baby out to these people to get touched. Because, oh yeah, I get a video about a baby walking the streets, right? Around this time, y'all, let me tell you, the grandma had done took the baby, right, from the daughter, because After I gave the baby to the grandma, the daughter got her back. They was playing this little back and forth game. She kept calling me saying, "Oh, I got the baby back from her. She ain't finna stay with my baby then. Oh, she took the baby today." Type shit. It was going back and forth. So one day she said, "Oh, I'ma just let her keep her since she wanna do all that. She just wanna tell her husband that she got her, cause yeah, she's still married to the husband, right?" So I get this video on my feed about these kids that left this hotel, right? Left out the house and something happened to them. My homegirl that I was in the shelter with, that I remember was getting fucked with, tell me why I see her while I'm doing DoorDash. This the algorithm. This how they use this, y'all. Showing y'all this MK Ultra. She tell me that her son got into a big accident, and her hotel in DCF took them again after she got him back, y'all. Because the boy done walked outside the room, y'all. Tell me why my homegirl called me and say, "Girl, you know such and such, the baby, I can't say my goddaughter name, walked out the house and the neighbor found her wandering around." I said, "Oh, so they using the sleep apnea technology on the kids too?" I knew I wasn't wrong about them using it on my daughter when she leaves the house. The kids, they showing me in the algorithm this just happened. Frenzy, the mother's getting the DCF charge. She said, "He'd never done that before," in the videos. To the same shit playing around me that my goddaughter walked out her grandma's house, y'all. And I say, damn, if she would have never called the sheriff to get that baby probably been over here and walked out my house. I don't know why I thought that, because she had never did that. I never saw her do that. That baby do that. But because they doing it to I saw them do it to my daughter. Oh, then I explained that my daughter left out the window the same week that all happened, y'all. Just my daughter left out the window, y'all. Left out the fucking window. When she could walk out the whole door, she's a grown adult. She could walk out the whole door, and she went out the window. In the backyard, where they be in my backyard, in the same backyard. I posted this to y'all, in the same backyard that I found a little, y'all know, the little GoPro flashlights that says FBI survey. It said something. It said something about the police on it. It was me, meaning it was a police light in my backyard, y'all. And when I posted, several people in the comments were saying, "Oh, I've noticed that before. That's legit." Like, in other words, like, yeah, that was a police in your backyard. Let me go get this. Hold on, let me sit y'all while I go out here, because it's a couple people at the park. They always be right there though. It's a couple people at the park right now. So I'm gonna put this right here, because I gotta go in the house. I gotta calm down. Like, it's so much going on that I could feel that they gonna uh, try to do something to me. So I ain't afraid though. I'm honored to do this service and have them interfere with this energy, y'all, because I know how powerful I am. So I'm gonna take one for the team, for all the chosen ones, everybody being affected by this program. I'm taking one for the team and allowing them to expose all the tactics, so not just me get justice, a whole lineage of people, including my friend that was taken out in 2004 by this same technology, y'all. So I do this, yeah. baby is through her chest hurt. She said, not no more. I said, your chest was hurting too? They using that software right now. They using the software right now. I gotta calm down. I don't want to say uh too much crazy stuff and be characteristic right now because they using the MK Ultra, and like I don't want to portray myself as somebody that I'm not. I'd rather be myself and show people that, but to make y'all see what they trying to make y'all see, I'm not. So I'm about to uh smoke some sativa really quick, y'all. I haven't smoked. I was trying to save this for in the morning, but it's cool. Man. I just checked my text messages. I don't know why. Like I be right on the money with stuff, and I didn't know my daughter had texted me and said, "Mama, you can come get me tomorrow." So look, they messing with her. And I say, "You sure you need me to come get you right now?" She said, "No." And says, "Everything okay?" Yes. I said, "Okay, just text me when you ready." This I'm telling you, cause I'm live and I'm talking about this. They're using the MK Ultra where she at right now, and I'm not with her. So it's like she she go to my same therapist, right? And she kind of like was telling me about what the lady asked her, cause like I said, my kids, they be noticing things. They spiritual, even if they play it off like it's normal. But she say, she asked me, she asked me how we get along. She said, "Why is everybody trying to?" I told her we best friends. Like I'm seeing the direction. I'm seeing the direction of these questions. Mind you, I told you, her therapist is my therapist, and this lady, this therapist works at the place that's trying to put me out. Why is she asking you how we get along? Huh? Why, as if she directing to say that your mental health issues that you're going through is because of me when you don't even stay here? When I don't see you every day. Did you tell, I asked her, I said, did you tell her that? She said, yes, she know. She told me maybe I should move out on my own. She was the one who told me that. Huh? Oh, okay. So they helped you get the housing. Oh, I had to play it off and act like I'm really happy for my daughter, even though like secretly I'm nervous that that I can't protect her and see what's going on with her. I had to act like I was really happy for her place so that I wouldn't take my baby's joy away from having an apartment, y'all. But these people did it on purpose to set her up. And she loved her baby so much she could look at two police passing by me, y'all. She loved her baby so much that she leave the baby with me and had the nerve to say because she's safer with you. Huh? Why she not safe with you, boo? Look at these people. Look. Damn, I should have been parked the other way. I should have been parked the other way. It's somebody walking down the street with nothing, like really nothing on. I promise you, y'all. I think they got a underwear on, but it's a nude color, so it looked like they have nothing on. But that was on purpose. In case my camera was faced that way, this live would have got shut down while those two police just passed by. Cause like I said, she looked like she don't have on nothing, but she do. Before I smoke this, let me make sure I had closed the door all the way, cause like I said, they be in the backyard. Oh, that's the sheriff. That's the sheriff. So I gotta go pick my daughter up in the morning. What time is it? I should have brought my other phone outside. This finna go dead. So it's a major event. a major event happening. Uh, so it was just my auntie's birthday. Like this is a ritual. They choosing this timing to do it because of this, the anniversary of things that happen around these times. That I'm realizing a lot of these incidents that embarked around this same time frame was also set up, including my friend, my best friend, who passed away on October 28th. My auntie Judy, who birthday. It's a lot, y'all, and it makes sense to the stuff I was just talking about this to somebody that replied to a comment about my grandma, who was thinking granny, my grandma, who used to talk about the Jews. Allegedly, she used to always feel like those people that was following her, because don't get misconstrued, she wasn't crazy. I was a young girl witnessing this with her, because I was one of the grandkids that spent the night to her house so much, y'all. This gonna make so much sense to a lot of y'all when I tell you this story. My grandma, first of all, she passed away throwing up blood right after making allegations of them Jews poisoning her, y'all, and said that her son, allegedly, my uncle that live in her house right now, y'all, she said her son was trying to be a part of the Jews. See, okay, the people my grandma was talking about was the Brotherhood. She called, allegedly, my grandma called, and somebody in my backyard right there. They just peeked on the other side of the neighbor's house. They just peeked. I caught them and they looked back. Damn, I didn't have the camera face right there, y'all. Okay, so um, my grandmama called Jews, Freemasons Jews, y'all, because my grandfather, it makes sense. Granddaddy was a Freemason that was allegedly that was sabotaged. He went against them, and that's what made them start fucking with him, right, y'all? Because he was never a part. He was one. He was what these guys are today, thinking he was powerful because he was invited. That was my granddaddy, y'all. I never met him, but the stories make sense. My granddaddy, who was a Seminole Indian, y'all. His family full-blooded. My granny was Cherokee. My granddaddy was Seminole, y'all. Grandma talked about this so much. Granddaddy gambled her house. And Granny used to say this all the time. He lost my house to those Jews, and I worked every cent and dollar to get it back, and they punished me for it and robbed me. Those Jews, right? They mad at me. They want to take my land like they did Mama. And now mind you, Mama was a part of the Trail. Her mama's mama was a part of the Trail of Tears, y'all. She told me those stories. So of having to make clothes and change how mama dressed them because they wanted to disguise as Africans. That's what she said, y'all. They wanted to disguise because you couldn't tell folks back then that you was Cherokee. Or that, no, she didn't say Cherokee. She said Blackfoot. I'm sorry. She said you couldn't tell them you was Blackfoot. They hung you on the trees. That's what she said. So her son, it's a couple of her sons that she always stressed over trying to be a part of their daddy or Jews, or be a part of the Jews with their daddy. And she say, I tell you what, I go over there and spend the weekend with Granny one day out of nowhere, when this era of them saying Granny had dementia and needed a caregiver they was gonna put in a home, and Granny had those conversations of saying those Jews was gonna KIL her if she go in a home. So she wanted family to do it. So we worked clocks around for Granny, so to satisfy her wish of staying home. So I was there on my time, y'all, and I see these Jews that she's talking about looking in the fucking window. This, y'all, this same shit was happening to me. That's why I noticed it, y'all. This, because before we moved in that house we was staying in, it was people peeking in my window like that to the neighbors. One time the neighbor was fighting one of them outside, getting them off. It was like a movie. So when we seeing somebody peeking, and boom, 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 get the fuck out of this girl window like that, y'all. I can't make this up. Uh, so I remember that situation looking similar to mine, and I'm like, oh, grandma, somebody in the window, and she gonna get her little rifle that grandpa left, I guess. And I said, no, grandma, sit, don't do that, don't do that. I just remember looking at too many shows. They're gonna take you to jail, grandma. No, no, no. She, we wake up in the morning from that incident. Uncle sitting across the street. She say straight out, bold. I knew it was him. He wanted to help those Jews take my house. He can't wait till I die to take my house. They come in here and they poison me, girl. That's how she talked to me. She said they come in here and they poison me, girl. Grandma don't feel good. They don't want me to tell this, y'all. I tell you no lie, Granny. It didn't take long. She was after kept saying that. She said it so much to where she was talking like this. They trying to doing that and blood coming out. That lady was not making up what she was saying. Wasn't no dementia. In fact, she fooled everybody. Like I said, Granny was on the spectrum. Granny fooled everybody because she told me this, and she smiling over me saying her truth. She told me this one day. The family said, and I won't say who said it to cover them. They could sleep with this themselves. That what she was saying was her dementia, and I repeated it. We was having a conversation on her couch about it, and we was laughing, and she say, I ain't crazy. I, no, this what she say. I ain't crazy. I give them what they want. In other words, she was literally saying stuff off the wall on purpose. And it made sense to the questions like what today is today. Like she was being funny with you now that whole time. Like, bitch, today is today. Don't act like I'm stupid, like I don't know what today is. And it all makes sense. Because she hadn't got gaslit so long from them calling her crazy for saying them Jews just broke my hip at church when she called them from the hospital. And mama, you need to take your medicine. To them Jews was in my window again. They was in my house. Mom, you need to take your medicine. She got tired of that and just started playing along with them. And I know I see that now because I feel myself doing that. And to take me to that guy who they took out allegedly access Tentacion. He made that little video before they took that guy out and said this was him admitting that he was playing along with the crazy theory because people was gaslighting him too much. With you don't want to be the crazy person. It's not a good feeling when people treat you like you're crazy. Nobody that's actually crazy gives a fuck about how you make them feel if you're actually crazy. For a person to say that is them noticing that people are campaigning them to be crazy. And that's what he said, and it hit me like, oh shit, you gotta stop being so sarcastic, V, to prove a point that these people are trying to make you look crazy because you actually giving them what they want. And that's not a good feeling for people to treat you like that. All because of what you talking about. They did Granny like that all because of what she was talking about. They did my baby in 2004 like that because of her allegations of what she was talking about, her brotherhood stepfather. Yeah, because before they did that to my friend, she was melting down. She had just had her baby, just like my daughter, postpartum, and she started to talk about stuff that happened to her. That was no schizophrenia. What's the odds? I just found out that my friend was diagnosed with schizophrenia too. Oh God, and that was not that. I'ma stand up for her and justify her. That was not that. That wasn't postpartum or schizophrenia. Those people did it to her because of what she was saying, and plus because of her DNA. Those people, I witnessed them trying to take me and her when I used to be with her, y'all. Literally, this white van used to follow us literally every day. We stepped outside because I stayed with her at one point. A white van used to open the doors as we walked past them, y'all. Sketchy shit that I didn't know nothing about this exists back then. And when I look back on it now, I'm like, damn, they was being on us. They been on us. To the unmarked calls calling us. Talking about they outside, calling her phone back to back. To where she used to be like, who is this? That girl was telling me that, yeah, okay. That girl told me some personal stuff. And I was just gonna say it. In my heart, it's like, no, don't say that. That girl made some allegations about certain people, and it all makes sense. That what I thought higher ups had something to do with her demise, I was right about it. And it explains why that lawyer that pretended that like he was listening, he was concerned about what I was saying about the people ganging up on me, makes me think that something happened to my friend like that. Yeah, when I said, because that's how I said it back then. I didn't know about gang stalking. That, oh, come here, I need to talk. Matter of fact, let's talk about this. And then you sex traffic me. The fact that nobody questioned me and came and asked me what that attorney did to me after he did that to me, it was all on camera in the hotel, everywhere, y'all. This, we talk about 20 years later, and this man still walking around that he's intimidating me even in this town. I saw him 2 years ago in this town. That same guy. That same guy. I got a video up where I posted it, where I said I seen the guy that from 2005. Cause my friend died 2004, but this man did this to me in 2005 or 2006. Matter of fact, I had a baby. It was 2000. My baby was a tiny baby. He did this in 2006. I had just had my baby after getting the amniocentesis done. And I made a video also on my Balenciaga channel when I first found out about gang stalking, to where I had a theory of, and I don't know what made me see this recently, of me saying my babies allegedly was twins, because I wasn't sexually active with my last daughter, and those people took some chromosomes, some, to test my baby, when I was pregnant with my first daughter, and I always felt like I had artificial twins, y'all. Literally, because twins run my family, and every other pregnancy that didn't make it was twins that I had. I was pregnant 2 other times, and both of those times was twins, which lets me know when they did that. Yeah, I hate to say it, because my baby would grow older and see these videos. I don't want her to think that she's not natural. God created you, but what they did was criminal. That's why they wanted to take the girls so bad, to study them. It explains why all of us are on the spectrum like my mom, because they did this to me too. Because I'm finding out my mama got these same tests done with me, similar tests in the 80s with me, y'all. Lets me know that they did a Henrietta Lacks with me, and it explains why they do so many things to me. Yeah, this right here, they don't want me to tell y'all, because I was one of the first amongst the first patients allegedly with COVID, and they had me in this hazarded room in West Palm Beach, y'all. They had me in this hazarded room right before COVID hit. This is 2017. Y'all go back to my old videos, Balenciaga. Y'all might still see some of this stuff while I was sick, y'all. After the twin, I was pregnant. You will see on those videos, I was talking about my pregnancy with the twins, y'all. These people gave me a drink and was gonna take me to jail for neglect, medical neglect, because they was mad that I wanted to pass my twins at home, because I was at home having a miscarriage, and I didn't, like, I couldn't move. They was hogging me to come there to pass my twins at the hospital. And everybody was trying to gaslight me, saying some people were saying I wasn't, they were saying I wasn't pregnant. Like, why these people are so eager to say I wasn't pregnant, to hurt my feelings? It wasn't about hurting my feelings. It was about covering it up. But the angels wouldn't let them get those twins, y'all. Then I made them mad for posting the clip, that one of those clips got removed for sensitivity reasons, because I didn't know I couldn't post that type of stuff online. I posted me having the miscarriage in the house, y'all, because it happened so fast. I couldn't do nothing. I went in labor in the house after they sent me home and said I wasn't pregnant. I literally passed my twins at home, and I took a video of it and posted the shit. I got a wellness check 2 weeks, like a week later, probably a couple days later, I got a wellness check, knock on the door. Yeah, so much has happened. So many things I've been bypassing. So many things I've been escaping the traps that they be setting up. Now, you hear that, right? There's no airport for 2 hours. It's an airport maybe 3 hours away from here, y'all. 2 hours away from here. And that jet is so low because I am 10, 15 minutes, not even 10 minutes away, 10 minutes away from the military base. One of the most top ones. The one they used in war, allegedly used in one of the wars, y'all. The one they used to transport, allegedly, because I was getting these videos in my feed when I moved here about this town, that they, one of the Romans, that's why this town was named after Rome, the Roman empires used, allegedly. And these BLK Smooths in this town feel is so happy to join this alliance, not understanding how dark this organization is. Which means it don't matter what they give you, what they protect you with, they still have no good intentions for you, because the reason they founded their organization went totally against you to begin with. And nothing you do would change their motives for you, because it's still about you. They just using you to help them do what they need to do. Until you do the majority, then it's the jokes here again. It's on you. To the people that join this alliance, that be happy saying, "Oh, people talk so bad about this organization. They're actually good people." When I see that shit, I just shake my head, and I feel bad for them, because I definitely know the origins of this shit. They could put me in the padded cell and medicate me down, allegedly, and it still won't take the fact, because once a person know, you should do better for them. Now they could have caught me before I knew about this shit. Then it won't have a huge effect, but it's gonna have a huge effect at this point on and them and their whole lineage. Anybody that's involved. If I was them, I would turn snitch for myself and for my ancestors that I really love. Because at the end of the day, that's all that matters. These people that you just meet in this existence that have no ties to you, that only tie you have is through an organization, they really need to think about that shit. And to the ones that's tied by blood, you should be trying to help them by doing the right thing. But they don't understand these things affect them. So that's why here I go using my life, showing them how to really do it, how my tribe lineage really did it when they did sacrificial limbs. They didn't sacrifice people. Matter of fact, they didn't even sacrifice the animals. They actually honored the animals. They took it wrong when they saw them honoring those garments from those animals. They thought that they did what they did when they hunted them. No, they didn't hunt them. They utilized and honored them, bitch. It was a difference. See, look, I'm here to tell them. I'm gonna show them how they really did it. My ancestors sacrificed themselves, and they used you just like you used their descendants against them, and think you really doing something. My ancestors still rise, like Maya Angelou said. We still rise, babe, because of our way of living. I can't help it that majority of my peers rather take bribes for money when they don't realize money have no value. We give it value. Yeah, they gonna say real quick, oh, people who don't have money talk like that. Oh yeah, but listen, I've had money. I've had it, lost it, and still to this day, I choose integrity over money, because I know that money, I give money value. That same item I spend so much money on, somebody might donate it to me tomorrow, and I ain't paid shit for it. That same shit I spend thousands for, that shit may go out of style tomorrow and be worth $1, because that shows you how much money has value. money may go and exempt like the dinosaurs did, babe. Like some of the Caucasians are going. Sorry, y'all. Ancestors agree with that. That's why they mixed bred it allegedly, anyways. The money goes exempt. Then what? Everything you bought with it, now that shit don't have no value. It's good as trade. Like it's back to how my ancestors did it when they traded for goods, when they made their own shit because they had the time to do their own shit and they traded for whatever they wanted that they couldn't get. Hey, I want that grand piano in your living room. I made this one. Let's switch, bitch. Because listen, you have that's the only excitement now. You like let's trade for goods, bitch. And anybody can get this. But these greedy elitists, they want to be able to say, I'm the only one with this. I'm the first to do this, like some soldier boy shit. I'm the first to do this. I'm the first to get it. You can't get it. You ain't got enough money to buy it. When really, when really, when really, it's as good as knowledge. Because if that person can learn how to make that shit and they get all the tools, everybody can have it. Like a China factory, bitch. They know that, and they don't want to feel less than and expose that to people. But here I go to tell people this, sacrificing my life, knowing how this alliance works. When they get upset, they like to prove a point and come hard at you. I'm using my life as an example so that they can show what they can do and show those people that's waiting for them to do that shit so they could tear their ass down and start over from scratch and make America great again to where we back to trading for goods and that everybody's creative, bitch. What creativity matters. Fuck the money. We make the money. Show them how to print that bitch on their own. So on their land, they could break down those oak trees and make it themselves. Now none of these children go hungry, but they don't want to tell people that because these greedy elitists want to be able to say, "I'm the only one with it." You gotta be in this group to have it. Just such a sore loser way to be. And I'm saying that knowing that they act like they like toddlers. They get upset when you tell them the truth. Knowing they gonna send their best jet to run past me and they allegedly have their stakeout van across the street from me, shooting those signals at me to tear me down with all of their tactics, they best ones that go under the rug. Nobody would believe me. I know they could do that, and I'm still gonna speak my shit. Cause don't nobody put fear in my heart. Like I said, y'all. I want them to do every tactic they do to me. I want them to even go as hard as to do the most to me, babe, and get that bad karma and help my ancestors transcend and let their ancestors down. There you go. And then use me as a vessel to be in their line in their vicinity to help them up. Yeah. Then they disown you. So you may make it in this monopoly realm, but bitch, when what happens when this shit is goes in exempt, like the dinosaurs did, then you back next to those ancestors in the woods, babe. Looking up to them, asking them for survival skills. But see, this time they won't be as nice as those tribes who knew they didn't own the land. They was there to utilize every resource, babe. That was in alignment with how they lived and how they should live before the colonizers tried to come and be more powerful than I and show them that technology is better, allegedly, and show them that they can make a better tent, a more sturdier tent for the hurricanes and the wind when they ain't know that those tribes built according to those natural disasters. Those natural disasters was actually in favor of them because they did shit by they actually respected the land. We don't respect ourselves, that we don't even respect the fucking land and expect to be protected by it because you think your technology gonna save you, allegedly. To the people in the bunkers and understand the land is the fucking land. It don't matter where you land, where you at. It's why these animals, these animals allegedly, and these And you know when they say the babies they sense angels and good spirits, same as animals. When those animals notice these bad spirits, y'all, it's just like the universe. The universe can tell bad auras, y'all. It's why certain things are allowed to happen, y'all. Sometimes we go through stuff that it don't even be about us. It be about the people in your energy. And that's why we gotta make sure we clear our energy of these bad spirits. Get a bunch of dogs and a bunch of cats and follow the lead. Those people that come around and those animals act up around them, get rid of them. A man the animals is a man's best friend. Man to turn on you. Those angelic beings, babies and animals, they sense bad energy. So listen to your babies and listen to your animals. Allegedly, y'all, when they don't like somebody, get them the fuck from around you and get the fuck from around them. And when you get away from them, pray for them. So I don't know. I said that because so I get an order, a bogus order. This guy leave all his big cane corsos and big, I'm talking about expensive dogs out, knowing you about to get a fucking order, just expecting the disaster, probably recording it. Every light was on, baby. You had a camera rolling, baby, so you could post that online. And all you had was some supernatural shit. Those dogs went to, like, literally, like I was their mama, crying, tags tucked there, coming to me. Big Corsos. Them people was shocked as fuck. First of all, I'm in the car. They trolled me, didn't answer. This happens a lot too, y'all. Normally, when they do this to me, they stall me. It's somebody waiting staked out to try to jump out their car for me. Like that time my car got stuck in the mud and they blocked me in. The reason I got to the mud is because of how they was parked on that little shallow little on that little gravel road, to where I had to maneuver out like that. Like these motherfuckers parked every way that I need to get the fuck back out of here. I noticed it and then didn't notice until I'm stuck in the mud and some jerk boom, like like the wind picked up out of nowhere and went back fucking just no more wind after I got out of that bitch. It just pushed my ass and I know they saw that, but that's what happened with those dogs. I sat there in the car, calling them, texting them, nobody answering, blah blah blah. All of a sudden, I can't. This call cannot be completed. This dial, you know what I'm saying? I can't call them. I can only text it because they not talking on the app. Told me that they not on the app, so I had to talk to them through the app, and I had to sit there and call the delivery company and sit on hold until they get on here. Now I'm in these people yard, in these woods, in these mountains, at the top of the mountains. I can even feel the elevation. I'm too high up, y'all. Ears popping, bitch. Reception bad. Y'all, these Corsos, so I just didn't want to get deactivated because everybody been saying they ain't getting their orders when they ain't even waiting for their shit's not answering when I get there. So I just drop it off. GPS say I'm here. I screenshot you're here, you've arrived. Snap a picture. Corsos, all these dogs run up to me with they tails tucked. Every dog they own looked like they had every neighbor dog in they fucking yard was on the loose, y'all. To where I was supposed to have a message after that order. Is this a safe area? You're here too long, type shit. I didn't get none of that, y'all. Those dogs literally embraced the shit out of me and soaked me up with their licks and slobs of licking me instead of attacking me. That all you heard in the distance was because the people that was watching was so shocked. Like, oh my God, I can't. They was mad at their dog. Yeah, like they probably felt. I read these people felt violated. They felt disrespected and let down from their guard dogs that punked out when they saw this little thin, skinny, little no muscle person jump out of this truck that's making noise that should have alerted them to park and do all of that extra shit. Instead, they cried after running to me to attack me. They cried and went in mommy dearest mode and tucked their tails, y'all, and let me get back in my truck and leave. Matter of fact, followed me to where I had a hard time getting out the yard to where they're guiding me out that bitch and in front of me like Santa on a fucking sleigh. Yeah, I couldn't get out. I had to drive 2 miles per hour so I didn't hit none of the babies. Cause they was all in front of the damn truck, in front of the lights. You could see their eye colors and shit. They looking, acting like guard dogs for me instead of the fucking owner. That's when I laughed leaving. I had to keep this. It was inside moment. I laughed and said, "Those motherfuckers left that gate open so those dogs can attack me, and them dogs showed out for me today." And that's when I realized, oh, sneaky ass people is dark. They are experimenting people with supernatural abilities, y'all. This go back to the Salem that we call witches. We made up that name. My ancestors, I know they feel so let down and just mocked when they hear us. Because spirits never die, they multiply allegedly, right? When they hear us talk about them like that and call them witches because of their DNA and their